I may be live. I am hoping I am live. I am hoping you all can see me. You know, some of the new people are like, why don't you have a channel and Mike have a channel? I'm not good at this, guys, and this is going to be a little rough. Also, this half of my face is still numb, so I have kind of a funny talk, which I had some dental work done today. No cavities. I've never had a cavity in my life. Little known fact. So here is what I'm going to do. First of all, can you guys tell me if you can see me? If you can see me, say hi, we can see you. If you cannot, let's see, enable editing. I have a PowerPoint. Hello, I see lots of hellos, but do you guys actually see me? Mark, do you actually see me? Can you actually hear me? Those are going to be the two things that I need to know. We can. All right. Okay. So here, okay, I can see myself there. See me, hear me. Okay. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to just warn you guys up front. This will be a little painful, a little tough on all of us. I need my thank you, Tom Walker. Looking good. I have my jersey on. I'm trying to stay warm. Okay, so I am manning this by myself. So there is an event at Chuck E. Cheese. So I'm letting the boys go. All the boys are going. It's like the soccer team is at Chuck E. Cheese. I'm not going there. I am coming to see you guys. So here is what I'm going to be doing. I just look so funny. It's getting better. And look what I have just in case I need it. They said, that's my Bud Light. They said when this wears off, it is actually going to be pretty painful. I'm already starting to have a little pain. So what's good for pain? You don't need Advil. You need a Bud Light. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Cynthia Meacham and I last week or this week went, or this weekend went boots on the ground. I am going to be showing not only some boots on the ground video, which is just informational if you want to see what this area looks like. There's some areas that was really under snow. Some of them, oh no, I'm so low. This is going to be, so really be good in the chat room, guys. I'm going to do my very best because I also got the okay from the team to show why we went boots on the ground. I do not recommend going boots on the ground until you have an exact spot. We had kind of relatively a spot. It continues to evolve. So you're going to see why we went there. We have some additional information. Some people have been talking about it up online, so I'm trying to give them credit under their handle. I apologize if I don't have all of the handle. You need Jägermeister. I try to not to have hard drinks because that's no good. So I'm going to do my very best. If you guys have questions, please put at Cowlazars because that's what highlights it. I am really new to this, so I'm going to bring up the presentation and then I am going to talk about the book giveaway. I figured out how you guys can win a book, and it is going to be really interesting what we get by way of answers. So, and then we're going to have you all vote on what you think the best submission is. I will talk about that afterwards. So I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do what's called share screen. And I don't know if this is going to go well because I don't even know where the share screen is. So in mine, it looks very different. So let's see here. Settings. Nope, that's not it. You're doing great. Thank you. Oh, present. See, it says share screen on mine. Share screen. What screen do you want to share? I want to share that screen. That's not the screen. Hold on. This is not going well. Okay. I have to move this over here. So again, guys, I apologize. I'm going to apologize all night. Okay, so let me do present share screen. You have no screens to share. Oh, there's one. Okay, let's see. What's the cat's name? Let me share this. That is Binks, like in the one movie with the witches, Binks, my daughter. Sorry to ask, but who is the little one in the chair? That is Binks. That is Binks. Binks, actually, my daughter named her. My daughter was going through a rough time maybe 3 years ago, and she said, "Can I adopt a kitten?" And we did. We've actually adopted a second cat, which she also adopted. She wanted more of an adult cat this time, or not a kitten, because she thought it could be rescued. It won't be rescued as quickly. Yes, Hocus Pocus, that's it. Okay, so, oh my gosh, Stormworm. Oh my gosh, name from the past. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we have a lot of past treasure hunters, lots of new treasure hunters, but Stormworm, my goodness, it's good to see you. Hello. Okay, so hopefully I'm going to make sure that you guys can see this before I continue. Do you see a purple boots on the ground, December 2024, Lake Tahoe? Hopefully you can see it, because gosh, this is awkward. I am so bad at this, but I'm trying, and oftentimes it's all about trying. So I want to put this over here. Can you guys still see that? I hope. Yes. Okay. I don't like that there either. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so this will be bumbly. This will be not great, but here we go. So we went boots on the ground December 2024 to the Lake Tahoe area. I am going to show you why additional information, and then I'm going to show you some boots on the ground footage. Really, the only reason you're going to see it every time we're like, here, this is it. Here, this is it. Ignore that. We wanted to show you the terrain. We wanted to show you the directional posts. We wanted to show you some of the signs. We wanted to show you kind of what this area looks like, which you're going to need to know boots on the ground. So not included in the last show. So some general area things. Some people were going to really gotta risk it to get the biscuit. There you go, Stormworm. So there's a couple things that were not included in the last show that I just want to give the general area, and then I'm going to get into specifics. I've been doing treasure hunting stuff for around 2 years, but I'm new to this community. But when we have a solid evidence of where it will be in real life search party for people in the Discord. It will be a real life search party for people in the Discord. Okay. So this was an in real life boots on the ground. Cowlazars isn't at Chuck E. Cheese. He's buying long boxes. No, he even took the kids. God bless him for going to Chuck E. Cheese. Where do folks think the Fen chest is? Mike interrupted me before, but I'm going to say there's 2 places you should go for some great talk. Stormworm. There's our Discord and Jenny's Discord. Jenny Kyle from Mysterious Writings. There's 2 different Discords. They are rocking. They both have tons of people talking. A lot of overlap, but the discussion's tangent a little. So both a safe place for you guys to be and get and be a part of the community if that's what you want to do. Okay, I'm going to stay on track here. I am going to need to, here, just to kick this off, let's pop this baby because I'm going to need it. I'm starting to feel it. Wow, I can't feel a lot over here. Okay, here we go. So some people said, how does Lilac become a part of your search area? Lilac Lodge, there it is. If you guys want to see the pinpoint of where it is, it's in Skyland. Lilac Lodge is a lodge in the Tahoe area. That might not be enough for you, which it shouldn't be. These are all general type confirmers. So let's go to the next slide. And you can see I'm not in like presentation mode. These PowerPoints are not super fancy. It would have delayed it. I want to get it out to you. Come hang out in the Fen channel on Discord. There's 2 different channels in our Discord. One is TTI Fen Box and one is Forest Fen Chat. We still have a lot of people discussing the chase, a little bit less now, but the Forest Fen TTI area, I'm deleting anything related to the ending and Jack and all of that. That goes in the Forest Fen area. Okay, Ohio. Some people said, and this came from Nikki, thank you. Ohio State University Stone Laboratory is in Lake Tahoe. So Ohio State University has a main, their main campus is in Erie. Get it? Erie. Do you see why Erie is there? And then you have Ohio State. So this is a little bit of information so you can Google it down. There you go. But what about TNNCSC in the word search? Justin, those are not unused letters in my solution. And maybe we should do another, because another show on the words and in the word search, because I don't have leftover letters there. So that doesn't apply to mine, but that doesn't mean it's wrong. Sternworm, a gypsy's kiss still active, or did they blow away? Shelly and Toby, they got married and they have moved to the Carolinas and they have retired from treasure hunting. There you go, Sternworm. Yeah. Well, OSU's main campus is in Columbus, not Erie. Well, that is what it said on their website, or maybe it's the main laboratory. I'm not sure. So I will try to get, because I want as factual of information as possible, I will try to get an update on that when I can. Let's get to the good stuff though. Ohio Street. There is an Ohio Street in Tahoe City. Okay, I think that might be a stretch, but I kind of like it. So Nikki, thank you for that. Tahoe City is a street named in Ohio, named after the many Ohioans who visited and settled in the area. And I couldn't find the connection or the link to it to verify it myself. I'm trying to verify everything that I put in here. Also, yeomans. The yeomans actually all came from Ohio and then settled in this area, exactly according to what, but I couldn't find the yeoman connection link. So there you go. Your chat room's being a little ornery tonight. Okay, peaks. That is a username known as Maki. Said there's 6 peaks in the area of Tahoe, which is much more than anywhere else. And that is another amazing fact. But we're going to get to some really good stuff here in a second. Erie Point, Ohio. Those of you that are in the Lake Tahoe area, I'm sure you can see that there is an Erie Point. It's in the Tahoe National Forest. Is it a connection? Is it not? I don't know. I let you make the connection. But where did we actually search and why? All the information that I've shared up to this point, I would not. Oh, wait. Yay for me. Hopefully you guys can hear that. Okay, I'm here. I have the soundboard. Okay. So let's share now. Why did we specifically go? This would not have been enough to go boots on the ground. So let's go to our next part. This came from Kpro, and this is really interesting. What numbers do you have in the word search? You have 3, 5, 9, 11, 12, and 19, right? Those are in the word search. If you just use A, B, C, 3 so C is 3, E is 5, etc., you get SICKLE, Van Sickle. All about Van Sickle, guys. This is the Van Sickle loop that we went on, but this is I didn't have this this way. I'll show you the way that I had it, but thank you, Kpro. This is a double. Oh, Mike said I can't play with this. Oh, that's too bad. I'm going to. Okay, so sickle, isn't that kind of cool? This was a secondary way, which I was appreciative of Kpro for sharing that. Okay, I keep trying to click on the wrong place. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to see, and I have these a little bit out of order, I'm sorry, is we're going to Van Sickle by State Park. Van Sickle by State Park is off of Montreal Road. You take a right, and then that is right where you go in. Why is Montreal important? Because it's in the word search, which I'm going to show you in a second. There's also 4 Tahoes that show up in the word search. So why are you sharing an active solution? So for us, our solution is evolving. There is a little bit of a twist that we think has come. We're starting to discover it. We think this will help, quite honestly, everyone get up to date with where we're at, like the hidden message. We had it, somebody shared it. Now we think this is a beginning point. We do not necessarily believe right now that the spot that we were in is exactly the right spot. So that is why we're sharing. Some people think that we're silly. We're handing it to someone else. If we do, remember us. Come and share your great information as much as possible. Yeah, Tim Guler asks, let's see if I know how to do this. No, I don't. I was going to highlight and show it. What about the ones diagonally? There's actually 6 more diagonally because Pac-Man doesn't work diagonally. So I think there's some Pac-Man rules that need to apply to how you're going to get some of the solutions in this word search. Sharing anything does not seem wise. See, that's a nice way of saying you're silly or even worse. Probably not, but people are doing it. Some people, it's give a penny, take a penny. Some people see these and they share some things with me either privately or on Discord. I think it's going to, we're not sharing everything, but we're going to share a lot here. This is also a good way to see it through someone else's eyes. Yeah. Okay, so let's get into the word search, and then we're going to show, I'm going to show you some things. So in the red, you're going to see Tahoe, 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 and Tahoe, right? Well, we have a map that I'm going to show in a sec. Oh, shoot. I'm going to show in a second. And these have some individual trails. So let me go back for a second. And anywhere around the Tahoes, I believe the rule is Tahoe is going to be simple words that are around and anchored around some of the O's now, or the Tahoes. This applies sometimes and doesn't apply all the time. That's why I think some of these might be more important than others. I'll get into that. Am I the only person wondering? Wondering what? Tell me what you're wondering, Mr. Dallas, and I'll try to answer. Okay, so you have here. You have Tahoe. So let's, like Pac-Man, go around the board and around the O and see what we get. We get here C, Van Sickle Loop. Van Sickle Loop is the major loop and major trail in the Van Sickle area. So you're going to see SEEVA. Where's the A? Oh, A. Sorry, that should be an A there. Oh, and I can't edit it. VANSICKLE. C, Van Sickle Loop. So I think that is important. Who gave you a different lead? I don't know what you mean by who gave it to us other than my own brain. A lot of you guys think that I'm just getting all this from other people. We had so much of this early on. I've probably stared at that word search longer than I care to admit. So yeah, I am the one that gave it to myself. Also, Cynthia's on the team, Mike's on the team, and we have a team that has been put together. So who expects help from a competitor? I don't think anybody expects it, but there's a ton of people sharing. Go up on Discord, guys. You'll be shocked how much. Joe is a sharing. Look at so many things, but I don't think anybody should expect it. Some people are frustrated I'm not giving more. I'm sorry, this is as much as I'm willing to give. A lot of people give some, but not others. But anyway, let's keep going. C, Van Sickle Loop. Interesting, right? Hi, darling. There is Mike. Welcome. Oh, wait, Mike. Look, I'm live by myself. Okay, he's in the house, guys. Not literally, though. Okay, so we have now C, Van Sickle Loop. Kind of interesting, right? Well, that's just one. Well, we have this other Tahoe. And what is this other Tahoe? And if you see CONNECTOR, connector, that S shouldn't be there, connector. So there's connector trail. I'm going to show you. So these are two on this map that I'm going to show you in a minute, both Van Sickle Loop and the connector trail, Van Sickle connector trail. I'm kicking ass at skeet ball. Good job at Chuck E. Cheese. Wow, my face is really numb. Wow. Okay. So connector, why is that important? It's an actual trail on Van Sickle Loop. Amazing, right? Okay, well, wait. Let's see. Let's find the next one. Here's Tahoe. Okay, we have here entrance TRT. And it goes in a little Pac-Man. Wait a minute. What is a TRT entrance? That is Tahoe, it's TRT. And I'll see it on the next slide. TRT is the name of the trail. Tahoe something trail, resource trail. Help me out, Mike. Are you having one of the kids climb up and drop to the top? That's the only way you're kicking butt in skeet ball, Mike. Tahoe Rim Trail. Thank you, Matthew Brenner. This is much harder. He's hiked it. I've hiked it. We've hiked it. That's awesome. Not together, but maybe one day. Oh, you can't see my cursor. Oh, wait. Can you see my cursor now? Oh, I've been doing it on the wrong screen. I am so sorry. Okay, so Van Sickle Loop. I'm a butthead. I'm so sorry. Okay, so C Van Sickle Loop. And then connector, the S is wrong. I'm sorry, I tried to get this right. I actually still go paper, and I'm not going to show my whole paper because I have some things on it. Yep, we can see it now. I apologize, guys. Thank you so much. Who was that said that initially? Was that Paula? Thank you, Paula. Okay, so, and I didn't even add this. Quarry relates to sapphire. Somebody just posted and I couldn't get it in here. Did you know that there is a mining area right in Tahoe, and there is 19 active mines, 11 inactive mines, and then it had all the other digits, which I was like, oh my gosh. So that'll be a rabbit hole for me later. Okay, so TRT entrance right there, and it goes around the O and it attaches to Tahoe. Maybe. So when you have one coincidence, you go, okay, maybe. Then you have a second coincidence, you say, okay, maybe. And now here's where I couldn't make both of them yellow and green at the same time, so I kept them green. So they have to attach to the Tahoe. Those are the ones I think are important. There's a few more which I'll talk about. They have to anchor around, which I call anchor, these O's that are unused. And they turn at the O's. Now, some of them don't hold to every one of these rules. Pirate Lady's PowerPoint. I'll go by Pirate Lady. I've been called worse. Everybody thumbs up the video because I have no idea how to do this, and I am here. Okay, let's see what this one does. Oh, I like that one. Okay. Why did you guys not include the word yeoman? I will talk to PJ Bass. We're going to do, I think we need to do another video on that, because my solution to there are 5 hints or clues in this word search, once you get after that, it's different for me than it is for many others. I take the philosophy you have to use all of them, or except for the corners and except for there's a T area, but mine's different. That's why. And I keep putting my cursor in the wrong one. Okay. So we have C Van Sickle Loop. That's one trail. And then what's on this Van Sickle Loop? Oh, connector trail. That's a quinky dink. Okay. Where's our third quinky dink? TRT entrance. That is actually where we start on Van Sickle Loop. Quinky dink number 3. When we get to one quinky dink, you kind of go, that's just, that could just be there. 2 quinky dinks, I go, wait a minute. 3 quinky dinks, it's like, do we have something going on here? Maybe it's time to go boots on the ground. Okay, then we have something interesting. If you guys see this, you see the BMA and the QVU are unused. I actually do think those are unused. We'll talk about later why. Well, there is a trail called Cali Neva Trail. And it's actually trails because it combines at a certain time, kind of like when you're on the freeway and it becomes like the 5 and the 95, and then eventually they branch off. Cali Neva has several trails because it branches off. So Cali is attached to the yellow, and then Neva, maybe a coincidence, but that's pretty unique, trails. Maybe, just maybe. He said not to use three-letter words. I do. Okay. So PJ says he said not to use 3-letter words in some proper nouns. So proper nouns, Ohio, you should be able to find that. But 3-letter words, I think, are only not used for the proper first layer of this solution. I do not think you should have to use that rule later. Need a jar. Kpro has to put $1 in it each time she uses my soundboard. Do you know who bought him this soundboard? So I own and this also was before I was married, but I own half of everything. Oh, that was a good one. Cha-ching. Oh, and Super Chat's on just because. It's Cal Neva. Okay, that still applies. Cal Neva. See all these little, Tom, I'm sorry. Yes, Cal Neva. Isn't that interesting? Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe, you don't know. I don't know. Maybe it is. Okay. So then I won't even show you all the additional pieces. Totally no bias in that I think I said something that was okay. So there's a lot of other words that you can find throughout here, but do they anchor to Tahoe, and do they turn at the O's? So here's the other one. So there's 2 more I want to show you. Near the burn. which is kind of interesting because it does anchor around an O and it touches a Tahoe. Well, we have a burn. They call it the Tahoe burn, and we actually see it at the kiosk that is at the Van Sickle Loop kiosk at the very beginning of the trail when you come in. Sorry for the all caps. I didn't see it, so I don't mind. Oh, the Cal Neva. I don't mind. Cap. Well, Mike might mind cap, so let's not get too far from his rules. He'll be home soon enough. Okay, so we have C Van Sickle Loop, maybe just a coincidence. We have connector. We have TRT entrance. We have Cal Neva trails. Maybe all those are coincidences. Here's the other thing, and this is just a confirmer to the area. There are 3, this should be yellow, I apologize. There are 3 that have C's that go around, and I think when you say burnt water, lower burnt water, there is a burnt beach. Now it's at the north end of the trail, so it might be a coincidence. I don't know. It's called the gondola burn. Yes, thank you, Cynthia. Do you see why I need a team? I need a crutch of all these great things. Oh, my first ever. Okay, look at that. Super sticker. Look at that. I'm so, oh, wait. Oh, no, not that one. I didn't mean that one. I'm sorry. Breaking news. I got my first super sticker. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's keep going. So these are the ones that started, like when you see Van Sickle Loop, that's enough to get the most wonderful little blonde petite beast of a woman, because she works out. She's awesome. You guys are going to see this. I think it's from the way Pokemon moves, up, down, left, right. Yes, that's why you can't go diagonal. But like, what leads you to doing this at all? What part of the crossword told you to start at finding these random words? So Justin Owens asked that question. And when Justin Owens asked that question, I answer. Justin, because it says 3 are on bends and turns. If my interpretation, so you solve the crossword, then you got, there are 5 clues in this, 5 clues in this crossword. 3 are on special bends and turns. 3, I think this is the special bends and turns. Add in what 2 in the words, what 2 video games or games did John repeat twice that both line up on a grid? Pac-Man and Dungeons and Dragons. He repeated those twice. I think those are important. So Pac-Man is one of the reasons why I thought this was important. Dungeons and Dragons is the other. And I actually, if you guys aren't married to someone that loves Dungeons and Dragons, you're behind the game. He has stacks and stacks of these. Well, some people think it's the jousting, and he has the template, and I've been trying to overlay it and make something work, but that's the reason that we've done this. Kpro, would you guys have been able to get this far of your solving using only the P&F chapter, thinking about the ebook question you raised today? I think so, because everything's in the chapter, right? The only thing that I haven't been able to, and I actually think it's a fallacy, a bad thing for me, is I haven't used Ready Player One as much as I would like to, because it's named so much. So everything, Justin, name something that I didn't get from the chapter. Oh, are you talking like a map? I think you need to know the area that you're going to, if that's what you mean. Tell me if I'm wrong in my assumption. Has anyone found the wrong solution, which I believe is a joke by JCB? Well, Jakenstein, he did say he uses red herrings. I don't know. It's wrong until it's right. I mean, I don't think our exact area might be the spot anymore, but I think it's going to be close. I'm trying to move, but things are going pretty slowly. I don't know if that was for me. Okay, people are talking to each other. It's much harder when I'm not sure how Pac-Man fits into this. This is a Pac-Man board. So if you look here, so these are where the ghosts sit and reside, and in their little, and then they come out here and they go around. So if you see Van Sickle Loop, it has to go according to Pac-Man, I think. So here we have Pac-Man. That's why you can't go diagonal. That's why you can't loop back. See these? They all, like if I had one, let's say over here and over here, I would have to go back. So these all, here, let me do it again. I'm sure you guys like this. See, it's like Pac-Man. Okay. Is anyone underestimating JCB? No, I think he is brilliant. I can't believe how many things, these all can't be a coincidence, right? Are there any boxes near Wisconsin that we know of? He said, found my dishes. He said, JCB said, put them all over the country. I have a guess. I can't bring it up right now. I have a map where I'm guessing some are. We have not. I have no idea if I'm right or not. Okay. My generation was into sex, drugs, and rock and roll, not games. Okay, then you're probably, I would say, a little bit older because video games became a thing, I think, in the 90s, JCB's generation, a little bit of mine, but I wasn't allowed any video games, TV, any of that. Obviously, you take the D&D, a text-based game, combine it with Pac-Man and a video game, think about Zork and Adventure and get text-based video games, pit full of letters. You know, I tried to learn the Zork stuff. Oh, my goodness, it was tough. There are only 5 numbers if you used once. 0 is not a number. Think numbers are clues. I do think numbers are clues and 0 is a number. So I think it is 0, 3, 3, 5, 9, 11, 12, 19. There's 8 numbers, I think. But 3 twice, so it's only once, etc. What specific Pac-Man level did you overlay over? I only tried the classic one. Some people have asked me, why don't you try it with Miss Pac-Man or others? I just haven't had time to. I would love it if others do it and share. Sharing is caring. Dirk is the one, D-E-R-K. Dirk is the one that gave me the idea. Also fit every coordinate system of every non-graphic adventure text-based game from the 1980s. Well, see, I don't think he's going to make us do all of them. I think he specifically is going to tell us in the chapter. And the 2 things he repeats twice, Pac-Man, Dungeons and Dragons. Upper left corner is correct. Well, good. I'm glad. Okay. Sorry, I don't think you're this advanced and it's more simple. I don't know how you can get more simple than this, other than like just stating it's here, go and get it. These are just basic words and you're wrapping around codes and ciphers and things. But if this is too advanced for some of you and you think it's way more simpler, then he has to embed it in the word search. I'm not going to tell anybody they're wrong. Why didn't you count the other 3? I think I did. There's 2 3s. Are you saying there's 3 3s? Tell me what you think. What about the QVU BMA? That's a big thing for me. It's in yellow. So yellow for me is leftover non-used. I do believe QVU, BMA, and possibly APS. I actually think I might have something that fits here nicely. So APS is used. I think these are leftover letters for a reason. I haven't figured out the reason yet. It's a big thing for me too, Justin Owens. No, it spells correct. I don't know what that means. Is there lots of ciphers and stuff? Found my dishes. This is as advanced as it gets. If this is too advanced for you, I probably wouldn't, or anyone, if I think this is pretty basic. I mean, we have our kids working on this with us. What about the garbage letters at the bottom? Justin Owens, I do not think they're garbage letters. Let me keep going though, guys. I have more. Okay, so you look at these trails. So I'll try to get back to chat in a minute. You have these trails. How long have I been on? 30 minutes. Okay, you have these trails. So now let's look at the map. Okay, so we have the park entrance road, and that is where the kiosks are. See the kiosks right there? Yeah, so you get the entrance, and that's where the connector is. So look at the Rim Trail connector. Remember we had connector, right? That's right here. This is where you're going to see Cynthia and I, we got to here, and I do have to say, and I'm not even going to be embarrassed about it, I was winded. Cynthia, this was like a stroll in the morning for her on a regular day. I was winded and I'm okay with it. She went up to this Outlook, and I'll show you that. So you can see this connector. We actually did all of this. She went up there. She came back down and saw me. We did this. We went up to the waterfall. We didn't go past the waterfall because you will see it did get super snowy and icy, and there was a ledge. And then the first day we did this. I won't say what we called it. And then we came back on Barnes Trail. The second day we went back out because we were kind of right here searching. And then we did this just to be very thorough. We did find a stream here, which was cool. And you guys are going to see that in a second. But the one thing that this map does not say specifically, this is the loop. So the Van Sickle loop is this whole thing. And then, so we have the connector, we have Calneva, and so we have some of the specific names that are found in the word search. Maybe it's a coincidence. I don't know. Okay. I recommend Ready Player One. Are all these games released on the same year? That'd be interesting. Didn't he say less than 3 miles where you would park? Yeah. So we parked right here. We actually had to park out here because the park's closed right now and we had to hike it in, which is only like, I don't know, half mile. But we went this whole way, which this is 0.4 miles. There's a point in front of this, guys. This is 0.2 miles. This is 0.6 miles. So even though we went the long, and then when we got smart the second day, this is only like 0.2 miles. So these all have points in front of them. This isn't 4 miles, 6 miles. This is 0.4. So all of these are less than, look at that right there. It's 0.2 miles for that much space. So yeah, I do agree with you, Craig Carter. He did say less than 3 miles, which the furthest we got was the waterfall, and the waterfall's, let's see, 0.7, 1.1, like 2 miles total. But we crossed so much of this, and we even went the long ways that I think we went back and forth so many times. We were about 10 miles total between all the places that we did our hikes. Looks like a great area. I think so. Okay. This came from Jijigugurul. Why state and state? Mike had said, why the E? Well, this person asked, I think this guy asked, well, what does the 3 mean? Well, the park that we're talking about is a third state, in my opinion. We have California, we have Nevada. This is considered its own, this park had to come up with its own regulations because it is not considered Nevada. It is not considered California. It's like its own park in itself. Is that stretching? Maybe. That's what I do. Maybe. So what was the end item you were looking for that showed in the crossword? Tim, give me a little bit more information. I don't know what you're asking there. How did you tie the word search to the cryptogram? I don't know if I have all the pictures, but I will show you. I didn't put the cryptogram in here, but rock, we're going to show you the entrance is a huge rock. So it's rock to field, and you're going to see the field we were in. From strong, we thought was the words, the waterfall, but I don't think that anymore. Strong is actually this big boulder area. To stream, we found the stream, and then we took it all the way through there. I will actually be showing you some videos in a second. Let me keep going. Okay, I'm trying to keep up with chat, but I'm trying to keep going too. So it's right between 2 states. Yes. Found night dishes. Yes. Okay. In the word search, so we have Neva Cali, we have TRT Park Entrance, we have Van Sickle Loop, and we have Connector. Maybe all 4 of those are a coincidence of how we put this together. I don't think they're a coincidence. I think any 1 or 2 of them could be a coincidence, but I don't think all of them would be a coincidence. Okay, so Barn Trail has 11 markers and they're green. So all of these markers are different colors. So you can see the colors here. So when you get on the trail, you see this orange. Well, the orange is the rim trail connector, and that tells you, and it gives you directional markers. I actually think directional marks is the solution directional marks is part of my solution in the hidden message of five clues, but we'll go over that another day. So that was a confirmer for me. So let's look at some, and then there's gondolas, guys. This gondola that goes up and these towers, or they call them pylons, but I call them towers. They're each numbered. At our search area was between 11 and 12, which I just thought was kind of interesting. So I found what I believe is a joke of the wrong answer. Just use the numbers to find the crossword relating to longitude and latitude. Yeah, could be. Okay, so that's going to become important because we had thought it was between 11 and 12. That was our search area. That's where we searched. Burn at gondola. So when referring to a burn at Tahoe Heavenly, it's most likely means the impact of this fire that happened at Heavenly Ski Resort. the area that we're looking in actually is at Heavenly. That gondola is for Heavenly. And you remember his grandparents were sitting in lawn chairs and they thought they were in heaven as they counted the cards. Heaven, Heavenly, come on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Matthew's got it. John uses directions, and I actually think it's direction marks, or I'm sorry, directional marks. Ooh, try that in yours. See if it, and it perfectly anagrams. I know people like just, and they like all the extra letters because they want to be in Tennessee. I actually think you need to use the entire, all of the individual letters. Okay. Cowlazars. Yes, Matthew, I saw you. Even in all caps. I like it. Okay, so let's see some video. The first thing, I'm going to be saying some things in these videos. Can you guys tell me if you can hear it? So if you guys can hear the video, great. I'll talk over it if not. But I'm going to show you. Inside our park, this says California. This says Nevada. This is just me being silly.
Do you want
can
video?
You guys hear this?
This is video. Okay, say something.
California, Nevada, state borderline, state line divider. What do you think? What do you think?
State line divider. Divider. This is it.
In the park.
Okay.
Do you want video?
Did you guys hear that? We can hear it. Okay, I won't talk over it then. That was me doing my Jane Fonda or Suzanne Summers or whoever. We can hear it fine. Good. Because you guys will see holy beep. And if you have kids, cover the ears. We may curse a little. I tried. Yeah. So this is inside the park. There is a state divide. This is, oh, wait. This is inside the park. I mean, maybe it's a coincidence, maybe not. I don't know. Some of you say, how does this actually like line up? Sorry, my picture wasn't great. I cut myself off. How this is from rock to field. You start at the rock, Van Sickle. And remember, we had entrance, right? This is right at the entrance. This is a huge, I mean, Cynthia is 5'5". I am 6 foot tall. This thing is as tall as us. This is how you get into the park. Maybe it's a coincidence. I'm not trying to sell you on it. I'm just saying what are, so the rest of these videos are going to show you individual places, but a lot of them are just because I want you to see some of these areas. Like I have my ski gear on here. By the end, I had a t-shirt only because it was hot. It was 50 degrees, but some of our areas were definitely under snow. Some of our areas weren't. The areas that we searched were not. So we didn't have any, but I just want you guys to see the area in case you're considering going boots on the ground. Okay, so here's the next one. This is the entrance. Oh, this person was walking by us. We only saw 3, 4, 5 people out there. So
okay, we just passed the entrance.
That's the entrance. That big
There's the gondola. We go about, usually you could drive this, but it's closed. That's not going to stop us though. So we go from rock to field. I think in about 0.4 miles.
Look at the ground.
Lots of signs.
So those of you that were saying you should not be going boots on the ground because it's under snow, this is our area, guys. Okay. In this movie, this is where like that. Okay. So now we usually could park right at this kiosk, but look at this kiosk. This is the kiosk that tells you.
Oh my God, we're going to have this in 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
The connector.
My gosh, Christy. Here's our Tahoe Rim Trail connector. Our scenic overlook where you see the sheen.
Can I go zoom in here?
The sheen. Oh, I thought I was filming. I wasn't filming. Let me start again.
Okay, so that's the first kiosk. Oh, I wish I would have shared this other one. And there was a key in here and it was funny. Yeah, we were going to have it in 15 minutes. That's the fun. You guys are going to see so many times. I'm like, oh my God, this is it. And Cynthia will say, oh my gosh, this is it. This is the fun of going boots on the ground. That's what you do. So, in my interpretation of the 15-line hidden messages, there are 5 clues in this poem. Directional, it should say marks, not markers. I couldn't make markers work. Directional marks are a part of the solution. John counts directional marks. That's what I have in my solution. So you're going to see right here, each of the buttons are a different color. That's different trails. That'll become important all the way through, but just so you know. So at the end of that cryptogram where it says, forest green. I'm not going to spoil it. One of these markers are green. So I just want you guys to see the area, and you can see now we're starting to go up. I said 2,000 feet up. It's actually 200 feet up in elevation. Perhaps the green twice for 2 green trails. No, there's only 1 green trail, and I'll show it to you in a minute there, Craig Carter. The thrill of chase is the best. Oh, it was fun. And if you travel with Cynthia, you cannot have a bad time. It's impossible to have a bad time. We laughed. We did snowball fights. I didn't put those in here. I had my camera on and I was getting a snowball. I said, she's going to be pissed. I turned around to throw it at her and she was already throwing one at me, and then I hit her with mine. She said I needed to be on a football team. Okay. Anyway, yeah, it's like you're a kid again. It's so much fun. Okay. So let me play this one.
Right behind the kiosk is this. Jesus, she's not even. Oh. Okay, I just figured something out.
So it wasn't a huge epiphany, but when I have directional marks and I didn't know what it meant, and then you have these directional buttons, and you're going to see why these buttons, yeah, isn't it amazing? Round and square are ski slope difficulties. Really? Talented Mr. Green. Really? I did not know that. I knew that they were like black diamond. I didn't know round and square were a thing. State divide is right by those as well. Exactly. We are like 1/10 of a mile from where that divide is. And again, I'm not trying to convince you guys, but coincidence? Could all this be a coincidence? For all of this to mean anything, I need TNNC to be a part of the words in the solution. If you want to purposely omit them to force an area, that's okay. I found words that made sense, like John counts directional markers. I'm trying not. Someone asked me, are you willing to leave Tahoe? Absolutely, if I saw enough evidence. If Tennessee was the right solution, yes, but I don't see it. Okay. Oh, this is on the kiosk,
okay,
just so you see.
Near,
burn.
so I have, didn't
Gondola.
it say near
I
the
didn't
burn?
say
It's near the burn.
I didn't look for the word gondola.
Well, I don't know.
Wouldn't that be
that's
cool?
But my God, just the fact that it's.
But it's beyond.
What words? Because I don't see any words that block those off. I don't know what those are. Justin Owens, repeat, ask it in a different way and I will try to answer you. I'm sorry. What words? Because what words? I'm talking about the hidden message, not the words. I get the no diagonal for Pac-Man, and that Pac-Man matters because he mentions it twice, but D&D, you can move diagonal. Yeah, I haven't been able to figure out D&D yet. I'm digging into D&D. I'm a super nerd, and I'm actually kind of enjoying it, watching the kids play and all that. I played like a 4-hour session. It can take over your life, guys. Okay, so here is where we get to the first junction. Junction may be important, guys, because some other people, they may have different words. Rather than John counts, they have junction. Check it out. TNNC, I didn't see being involved in any words. I did. So everybody has a different solution. Maybe it's confirmation bias. Maybe it's not. For me, I'm using every single letter except for the top and the O's. That's how I think it needs to be done for the right message. I have 2 lines to go, and I've used every single letter. But that's for me. Okay. Are you still talking to Diana? Do you have Lake Lemon and you have Erie? Then you have world famous Query. Lake Lemon and Erie. Then you have famous Query. Okay. Chris Evans. I haven't talked to Diana. I think Mike talks to Diana. I talk to other people. We divide and conquer. We like this. And I don't have any issue with Diana, but I don't think I've talked to her, but I may have. I wake up wonderfully to Discord DMs, and I probably have between 30 and 50 every day when I wake up, which is super fun because I get to see what everybody's doing. Some people are going boots on the ground, that sort of thing. And so, okay, I want you to see the land here. This is where the field is. Back behind us, it was all rocks. It was hard to get through all the rocks. And then all of a sudden we're in this open field. I will say Cynthia didn't like this as much towards the end. I don't know if I like this as much towards the end, but when your boots on the ground, you want those ahas. You say, this is it. And this is why you take video, because then you can see everything after the fact. So is this the field? I don't know, but look.
Okay, we hiked over and there's this completely open field. Cynthia doesn't like this field, but this field likes me. So I say this is the field. So look at this, completely open. Completely open field. We're going to continue this way, which we have another marker, posts and trees. And this is where we came from, which it was all rocky.
Yeah.
What do you think? Is this a field?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
And we need post plural. So
we're looking for a place.
So we're not digging yet.
We're not. I didn't say that. So
look at the
we have
ground.
these directional marks or directional arms. Some of them are on trees, some of them are on posts. So you can see this one is on a post, but this one is on a tree.
See on there, trees and
Let me get a little
posts.
closer.
That's from the cryptogram.
Okay. So some of them are posts and some are trees. So we're going to keep going. We have like a mile to go.
Right? The orange is the connector.
Oranges, they...
Oh, yeah. It's two. It's the connector.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to keep going.
Okay, so somebody just asked, why do you keep saying burn? So let's go back. That's why I left it in here. Let's go back. And it says near the burn. And if you look, I think it's this one, you can see the kiosk at the entrance of the park talks about the gondola burn. There was a person that was in the gondola, took their cigarette, tinked it out, and it made huge wildfire. I mean, biggest in the area. It took out half of Heavenly. Okay. Bitcoin hit 100K. Michael, then let's get to it. Let's get our boots on the ground. Okay. That was 25. So looking at this area, you can see this is down below. You can see not a lot of snow. You can search in this, right? Some of you were like, you're going to be under 6 feet of snow. It totally depends on the area. And if you think John is saying never search at all in any area, if it was in Southern California and San Diego, they never get snow. So just know your area. We did a lot of analysis. Now on this next slide, this is where we start climbing. And this is the snow. I think this would be difficult to actually search in. So, but is this, oh, this is just showing. I don't have a video for this one. This is just showing. It totally depends because we're 50-degree weather. It depends on how much snow and is it in the, oh, I should be doing this. And is it in the shade? Okay. First overlook. So Cynthia went up here. I was winded. I will say I'm much more out of shape than her, or she's not out of shape at all. She went to the top here and it was the first overlook, which was great. So now this is the connector, right? We are in the connector area. So here we go. Here's another video.
Okay, we're a half mile in. The hike is not bad. Okay, we're seeing a split here. There's a trail down that way. It's not bad. The thing that's bad is how high it is. We're going to be climbing in a mile about 1,800 feet. Count of out loop.
Red, orange.
Okay. So there's one on a tree. That one's on a tree though too. So this is our connector. The waterfall.
Jakenstein, if you post the coordinates, I'll put them up on the screen or I'll figure out how to.
3/4 of a mile.
Okay. So this just, so we're about another, I don't know, we were a little over a mile in. The waterfall, we're like, do we go up? You know, we did. Yeah. Justin Fields over. Okay. Let's see if I can figure this out. Show. You guys see that? Hopefully. Okay. I think I figured it out. Over, under, in between. We think the over is the overlook. Under is under the gondola. And in between, that's where we are. That was our interpretation at the time. Kind of fits, right? Do you like it? A little bit? A little bit? Okay. Is this the part with the bear spray? No, we were concerned maybe about bears because bears actually go into people's cars and theirs. But no, there was no bear spray in it because she was with me. Come on now. Come on. Okay, so let's go to the next one. This is where we make the big turn because we're going to go straight up here. And again, I'm not embarrassed to say I'm out of shape. I was winded. Cynthia met a dog up there, a guy with a Labrador, and she's just playing with the dog, having a good time. I mean, that's what happens and that's why I picked her and she picked me as a search partner. She gets to feel awesome. I get to feel like, but she was super nice because she went super slow and I push it. I will never stop. I will never give up, but she was incredible. So I thank her immensely for just being awesome, just being her. Okay.
We don't want the KK. We're not going that way. We want to get everything though.
Yeah.
Just in
Look
case
at all
we
the
need it
colors,
later.
guys.
Okay. So we're not going to go this way. Oh, wait. But look at this.
Look at this, guys.
Barn Trail is green.
Barn Trail's green.
Remember we need forest green?
Forest green.
This is our first green.
First green.
Whew. Look at that.
That's going to become important later.
Let me look at the map.
Yeah, I got the map back out. It's green. It's green. Okay. So we started traveling up. This is just one. This is actually a picture I took. This is not from like some professional shot. Jens, see, I know I have some skills too. Look at this. And this isn't even the high point we were at. It was awesome. Okay. That's just a picture. We're going up to the waterfall, and look what I find as I'm heading up to the waterfall.
Okay, on the trail.
I'm on the trail. Cynthia's making me feel good because she's way back.
Could it be in there? We're not far enough.
So look at the trail, though, guys. But look at that.
Get my butt kicked.
Let's get my butt kicked.
About a mile and a half in.
Mile and a half in. I made it a mile and a half so far. I was happy. Okay. I want you to start looking at the terrain, though. You can see you guys are outdoor warriors. Yeah, actually, Cynthia is, and she keeps me safe. I already told you, though, of our issue. It was kind of a bummer. Actually, it was my issue. I got stuck, but she saved me, kind of, because we had a good time. And then we had a snowball fight. Who at 48 and 71 or 2, she just had a birthday, I don't know which one, who has a snowball fight? I mean, it's Thelma, Louise, it's awesome. It's fun. Be silly. Figure out in life, guys, it's time to be silly. Looks like a perfect area to hide bugs. Thank you. Okay, I want you to look at the terrain here, though. Look at the snow. It's starting to pack up. We're going up the hill, and it's all shaded. Okay, this is where, hey, I'm dying. Cynthia's like, I want this dog. This was, okay, I'm a huge animal lover. She doesn't look 71. No, she doesn't. And I could make a joke here, but I won't. She doesn't at all. If some of you have seen her previous websites, she doesn't at all. She's incredible. Okay, so here's the thing. This dog, I'm a huge animal lover. This dog ran towards me, ran past me, and went directly to Cynthia, and they had their moment, so I captured it. I don't know if Cynthia knows this.
Of course she found the only dog on the trail.
Harriet, I think she would have taken Harriet home. But guys, again, look at the terrain. Look at the terrain. And now there were some areas that there were ropes because this got kind of steep. So I wasn't worried at all, but this was, especially if it had gotten feet and feet of snow, don't slide off the trail. I joke that the little orange rope wouldn't have helped. It would have if I would have like tumbled over. So we were okay, but it definitely, let's continue on. Okay, the famous waterfall. This waterfall, it has a bridge over under. I may have gone under the bridge and looked. I'm not going to tell you if I did. But this is the waterfall, the famous waterfall on this circle. Let's see. Don't slide off the trail. No. Speaking of Jens, will he be sharing any TTOTC stuff, or will Netflix release anything in the next decade? I can't talk to Jens. He said he was going to have it released simultaneously. That's the last time we officially heard from him. But simultaneously is here and gone. He did share part of his doc that he is building with a German group. We got a hold of the German clip, and it said 2025. Netflix should be, last time I talked to Jared, who is the producer at Fox, Nomatica, whatever, that is working with Netflix, it's getting scheduled right now and marketed. And we will have information at the con about it if they can get far enough along. We should see in the next 30 days the marketing to it, which is going to be phenomenal. It's mostly searchers. There's some Forest Fen stuff. The family's in it, but in kind of a lesser way, which is what they want, and that's great. Okay. Okay, so you guys want to see the waterfall? Here we go.
Okay. We are just under 2 miles. We're about 2,000 feet higher than we were 2 miles ago. Show you what we're looking at.
Look at that. It's awesome.
I think
Now, the only problem with continually go up, you're going another mile or two before you get to any point. So it could be a little bit higher, but it was so, look at how much snow is there. Okay. Barnes and Noble says February 17th. So Cindergate says, Barnes and Noble says February 17th for me. Here's what happens. You click on it, it says February 17th. When you order, it'll say February 17th. And some people have been getting it the next day or two. They're doing their best. I don't know why that's happening, but anyway, strong to stream. Exactly. Yes, but it didn't fit exactly. We actually had to turn. We didn't go. We went a little bit over here, and then we decided to turn back because the snow was getting pretty solid because it's all in the shade, unfortunately. So, okay, so we headed back down. And then we went through the other trail and we're like, but we need a stream, There's no streams on the map, guys. So we needed a stream. Let's see if we found one.
Look what I found.
Look what I found.
Look what I found. Holy crap. Okay, there's the stream. From rock to field, from strong to stream. Holy crap. I get the treasure chest. The end. Okay. Wow. Okay, I think we still stay on the trail though. Wow. From strong to stream. Okay, we got a stream. Houston, we've got a stream. What do you think of our stream? Ooh, look. Look what Jens has taught her. She's so good. Stream. Strong to stream. Okay, now we got to get the rest of the poem.
Yeah, so let's see. Who was it? Cindergate said, wait. They're planning on ebooks. Yes, be a part of their newsletter because they put out today. They're not doing one ebook, they're doing 5. So one's going to be the first beginning piece, which is Lion's Share. I think it's $20 each. And then they're doing one on each individual chapter. So it's 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. But there's 5 ebooks that are coming out. Yeah, buy the ebooks. Yeah, I'm the same way, Cindergate. I'm going to buy the physical copy as well. So there's my stream, or there's our stream. Strong to stream. This stream came out of nowhere. I'm excited, right? But look, we're now in snow. Okay, let me continue. I don't know. I have about 5 or 10 more. So some of you are saying over, under.
Over. We're still on Barn Trail.
Barn Trail.
Look what that is. Okay, we're walking right under the gondola. Over. Look what we have coming. There we go. All these are empty. It's so sad. Okay, there's one person.
I waved to
This is
each
$120 to come up here per person.
Yeah, the gondola is expensive.
Over, under, in between. Oh, look how far it goes up. Okay, and there's a slowpoke. Okay.
This was actually a search area. Over, under. It had an overlook. We were under the gondola, and it was actually between the gondola and the overlook was about a 300-foot area, or 400-foot area. That was our search location. Okay, so let's go to this one. That's just a picture. Someone left us. Look at that. How cute is that? So you can see, though, we're actually lower in elevation, but it's a little bit more snowy. Can you find it in this kind of snow? I don't think this level of snow is dangerous, guys. So if he's saying you can't be found in snow, but here's the thing. First big snowstorm, this is going to be 6 feet tall. So, okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, this is where I freaked out. This is where we're going to get on Barnes Trail. And then there's a sign that is not on any map. What does it say?
Okay.
Look at this. Here we go.
And we're back to the over, under.
We haven't hit
We had one tree.
Barn Trail yet.
We had one tree. So it says one tree and several posts. So
one tree.
Let's see if this is green.
Posts. We really like this.
I'm hoping this is green.
Give us a green because we couldn't find Barnes Trail.
It's green.
It's green. It's green.
This is Barn Trail.
No, but wait, there's more.
Cynthia, this is Barn Trail.
Cynthia, I'm all excited. Cynthia.
This is Barn Trail.
Mom.
Oh my gosh, this is Barn Trail.
This is Barn Trail. There's the gondola.
This is the overlook for Barn Trail.
This is the overlook.
Green.
And there's
over,
the gondola.
under, in between.
But wait, watch.
Holy shit.
This is crazy. This is crazy to me.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wait, Kpro.
Okay.
Wait. What is this? What is this?
The hell's all this?
What is this?
Oh, we have it narrowed.
What is this sign? Could it say something that's maybe in the crossword or the word search?
What?
Okay, right here is a pole. That is a water line. Keep that in mind for a second. You know, like the word search.
No way.
No way.
No way.
Yeah, you know, when you find a sign like this and you can't even tell it says water. I mean, it's a T, it's an E, it's an R. You can tell the R fell off. It's an A here. It says water line. And then there's a pole. What is the chances? What are the chances, my friends? Oh, the memories, the moment. And then I wouldn't tell Cynthia. And I'm like, Cynthia, come over here. This is, I mean, right at where we see Barnes Trail, which is the green button, forest green, and then water line. If you guys remember, let's just take a looky look. Let's just not get carried away here. Let's take a looky look. Water line. Water line. Come on. Coincidence? Oh, if I had the box, you guys would know, Craig. You know I can't keep a secret to save my life. Okay, so yeah, I wish we had the treasure chest. Okay, just to show you the buttons, this is green. You saw the other ones were every color of the rainbow. This was green. Come on. Come on. Okay, let's keep going. So this is actually our search area, because you're going to see this is the overlook. And we found this tree and I made Cynthia. Well, let's just show it.
Okay.
This is the
That's
only
a tree.
tree that has a
We're
white
at the-
top.
I think this is the overlook. Holy crap.
There's a little
And this
rough
is
there.
where it's Sheen.
Sheen, this is the overlook.
We've passed everything. Oh my gosh, there's a big hole in it in the bottom.
Cynthia, climb in. And she did.
Yeah, this is the outlook. This is it. This is our location, no question.
No question. This is it.
Look at this tree.
Look at the tree. Come on, Cynthia, climb inside.
Oh my gosh. Look at this tree. This is our search area.
Look at the lake view.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is where the money shots happened again. Okay, I have a question from chat. I'll show you where I made her get inside in a second. Found my dishes says, are the word search answers highlighted for a reason? So the yellow are the leftovers. The red are Tahoe. The rest, I just wanted to delineate between words so they don't matter for any consistency. I tried to put the 3 greens that I thought were actually related to the trail. I don't know if Cal Neva actually is, because Cal Neva doesn't touch one of the word Tahoes. That's an invented rule in my mind. Yeah, Dusty, I got her to go in. She was a little claustrophobic. I'll show you the video in a second. That's the only reason for the colors. And then like this purple is over lower. See how it looks like a C? And then there's actually a C here. So burnt, water, lower. The greens are trails. The blue trail I just wasn't as strong about. There's a lot of other words in here. So the book doesn't say specific colors. Found my dishes. You're just rocking it tonight. I've just said found my dishes so many times, so I love your questions. So the book doesn't say a specific color. It says in the cryptogram, forest green, which I thought to myself, of course the forest is green. So that has to mean something more than that. So to me, the green marker for Barnes Trail, that was enough for me to go, what? Okay, wait, let's see. Are we here? Wait. Oh, wait. Where are we? Okay, let's get to this one. I love Cynthia. She's my favorite. I see. Where is these A in Fansicle? Let me go back before I show you this video. I love her. She's my favorite. Okay. You have to bring this in. I'm sorry, I have a couple of typos on this. I did this more quickly. It's like, do I need to get it perfect and make it all pretty, or you needed this one? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You needed this one. So I apologize. Okay. Let's get Cynthia to go up a tree. I love her. Okay, here we go.
Okay, I was too big in many regards of getting in here. But this is why you bring someone over 6 feet tall and you bring someone under 4 feet tall.
She's
Or
5'2" or 5'3".
She's 5'2". You're gonna need a flashlight.
I tried. I'll just say I'm a little bit bigger.
Shit.
than
Yeah.
I need my light because I can see
Uh,
something.
She can see
hanging
all the way up.
from a.
You're lying.
It's Italian. Wait a second.
You're lying.
Hey, hit my little flashlight.
Yeah, mine did.
Hit my
Okay,
little
we'll be back.
flashlight. And so I had to come back. You guys ready? Snake, don't say that, Craig. She was worried about bats. Here we go. God, okay, let's just be clear. When you want to go boots on the ground, you need somebody in shape. Check. You need somebody that's a mountain person that knows all this stuff. Like I saw the pair of shorts in the woods. I'm like, ooh, someone's clothes. She's like, don't touch it. It has poop on it. She absolutely was true. They took their pants. I didn't know that was a thing. She's a mountain woman. She knew her stuff, but she's also the one that'll go inside of a tree. Sorry. She's so awesome.
Okay.
Okay.
You could stand up in
We
there.
got the light on.
Stand up.
No, I
my
can be
God, it's
sacrificed,
so
Craig. I
dark.
don't run
It
as
is
fast as
dark.
her.
Go all the way up. Stand up. Stand up.
No, I'm afraid to.
What are you afraid of?
Bats.
Bats?
What if a bat sits on
You're
my face?
batshit
What if
crazy.
a bat sits on my face?
Well, this
Okay.
is okay. No cursing.
It's really dark.
It's really dark. That's why you have to stand up.
You know how I hate small spots?
But you can get out of there very
Louise,
quickly,
come
and
on.
in case unless
Oh
it
my
Go over the
drops on your head.
go over the cliff.
A tree, over, under, in between. It's in between. It's in the middle. Do you see how high that goes? You gotta stand up all the way.
This fucking freaks me out. I'm sorry to use the F word.
We tried to clean up our
Okay,
luggage.
I'm crawling in there. Oh my God, look at her. How high does it go beyond your head? Does it go all the way to the top?
To the friggin' top.
Does it really?
Yes.
Can you see a treasure?
No.
Oh.
So, I don't know. What if I can't get out?
Love her. Yeah, I didn't think that was too physically challenging. It was actually more physically challenging to get there. Yeah, I was bullying Cynthia. She could have been standing on the box. Ooh, but he said he didn't bury it. Yeah, braving in the wood. Thank you, because I can. Okay, let's keep going, guys. That was one of the highlights. We had a few. Okay. So now we're coming back down. This is, you can actually see one of the barns here. Barn Road is, there's several barns. So let me
One
show.
of these.
Look at the ground, guys.
Now it says Nevada. So, okay. So Barn Trail. Now it's going to Nevada. And you can see Barn Trail there. The little marker. Oh, and then there's a Barn Trail behind us. I don't freaking know.
So look at all the snow, guys. People were so worried and saying you're being so unsafe. Look at all of that snow. Guys, you got to know your area. So that's why I just say, and you know what? In 2 weeks from now, this will probably be 6 feet under snow. So I'm not saying not to check your area. If it's dangerous, don't go boots on the ground. But we had checked our area. There's actually webcams all in this area. So we did our research. We need to do a group search, about 50 people. I've actually thought about that. It could be in this area. We see it how it is off season. Is it that how it is on season? I don't know. Okay. Oh, wait, there's just 2 more. So here's at the very bottom.
Okay.
I wanted to show the
There's
water
water
tanks.
Tower, huge, or watershed.
Watershed
There's a
tank
gate right
things.
there.
They're huge. Look at Cynthia, and then
Fill
look
up
how
the
cute.
water.
They provide all the water to the area.
Let's see.
So we went over. I was thinking, is it in a barn? But he said not
Right.
a man-made structure, so don't
So
do
there's
it.
a.
But I went over. No, you
Oh,
want to capture
this is why it's called Barn Trail.
every sign.
Duh. No. I'm catching up. I'm slow. I need a crutch.
Your brain is work when you go to work.
I can't believe I fell asleep so early. and then woke up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I'm kind of a night owl, except when I'm with Cynthia, and I was exhausted. We both fell asleep. So here's the tanks. Here's the barn. This is where we started the next day. It's actually right here that everything begins. We didn't go back up to the kiosk, so that's where we started. Okay. And this is just when people, again, were so worried about, oh, did you try lining up the leftover O's in the word search? Kind of like try the wheel. Look at our video from Monday. Try the wheel. I tried. I got rotate AI and run to end, which is a skiing term. I don't know if that's a coincidence or not. I lined all the unused O's into one line in the middle. Yes, maybe. I don't know. Okay, that takes us to the end of our little, there's a 3M speakeasy, buckle up. I don't know. Is this, some of you may, I have no idea. How do I do a poll? I don't know how to do a poll. If I could do a poll, I would say, is this a little bit more compelling or all these coincidences because, you know, it doesn't fit your area or whatever? I don't know. Where is the rock that tried to keep you? Rock? I don't know. Awesome Solve. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, that's all we're sharing. There are a few other things that we think might be key that we're developing now. I don't know if it's let me see if I can figure this out. Let me do stop sharing. Okay. I don't know if this is right. I think you're foolish for sharing. We could be if it's in this area, but great work. Thank you. If this is let's all go out together. Let's grid search together. We grid searched this area that we were in between the over and under, which is the overlook. We were under the gondola. There was Barn Trail, which is green. We grid searched that area intensely for probably 4 or 5 hours. I don't know. So if you go and get it, remember us, little people. I don't know. There you have it. So maybe all of that's a coincidence. Some people say absolutely no. All of the word search stuff that you found is a coincidence. I shared this up on Discord, I think yesterday or day before yesterday. Maybe. Well, then go get it. Show me, guys. Show me. But if somebody else gets it because of it, too soon to leak more, but you're close. Ooh, Twisted Indie says. Maybe. How was it not in that tree? Right? You look at that tree and you go, no way. Just like the Waterline, that is not on any map. So when I say there were some things to find boots on the ground and you have Waterline over each other in the word search, come on. This is just a small piece of the 2 days boots on the ground. This is from Cynthia, the smartest person in the world, unless she says something terrible about me. This is just a small piece of 2 days boots on the ground. I have lots of video of her feeds. Do not show that. Okay, so here's what happened. When I got stuck after we went up the dangerous area and I got out, it was more steep coming down and I was still kind of freaked out. So I decided it was kind of gravelly. So I just decided to literally sit on my butt and slide down. I will say I was cold. It was gross. It was terrible. And I look up as I start to get down there and there's Cynthia videoing me. Oh, okay. No poll necessary for me. I am on the same page. I have another clue from the word search that you might find helpful. But great pics and videos. Love that you went out. Matthew, sharing is caring. Thank you for the nice compliment. I would love to hear from you. Ha ha, there was a few. We're respectful from one another. I might not mind, but sometimes when you're in awkward positions, especially when you're a woman, you don't want certain videos out. She was always behind me and I'm like, are you going to video my butt the entire time? I don't think we need to see that. We don't all need to see that. Maybe Mike, but nobody else. Does Cynthia have a video when you removed your pants from the rocks? No, but I think she may have. There were so many times I was talking away and I look over and she's videoing. That's just how we roll. We trust each other for now. I have a picture of her removing her pants for another Cynthia, be good. There's kids maybe in the room. Okay. Taken literally, Rockfield, Strong Stream are the boundaries of your search area. Yeah. If you take it literally, we found the rock, we found the field, we found the strong, we found the stream, we found the forest green. I don't know. Maybe, but at least is it enough to go boots on the ground? I thought so. Yeah. I have a picture. Okay, we already saw that. Let's just, let's be good. Let's be good. Count 11 might have been the tower, which makes sense, but count 11 paces or something. Here's the other thing, Marvel Up podcast. Not only was 11 the number of green buttons, it also the gondola, and the gondola number was at the outlook of where we searched. Where that tree is right at the 11th gondola, between 11 and 12. Coincidence? Maybe. Kpro mooning other searchers. No, there was no other searchers. We saw maybe 3, 4, or 5 different searchers between the 2 days. No, nobody needs to see that. There was, it was a little rough, the one moment of the one day. So that's everything. Did you find the X that lined up in the word search? Justin B, I don't know what you're talking about, so I'm going to say no for right now. He's talking about the only X in the entire word search, which is right next to the MI, which says mix, which some people are having trouble with, including me. Time for grid searching. Too many coincidences. That's how we felt. So we decided, I had a couple days off right after Thanksgiving. She's retired. I will send you a Discord. Thank you. Send me a DM. Yeah, so that's why we're sharing is we didn't find it. Maybe if we grid search that area again, it seems a little populated and it's only 0.2 miles from the road. Maybe, maybe not. We're kind of going back and forth. So we decided to share with all of you. If you decide that you go out and you find it because of it, just remember us. Just remember us. Mike wants the Bitcoin. Just kidding. Yeah. How does the book giveaway work? Oh, I forgot. We'll announce this on a separate live since we're an hour and 20 minutes in. Okay. You guys know about our book giveaways. We've already given away one book. We try to do a contest and I don't want to just do a raffle where we draw one name. I don't want to put it on eBay and go to the highest bidder because that doesn't seem right. We're here for you guys. So we have one extra book. So we're going to do a book giveaway because we hit like 2,000. Well, we've already hit 3,000. So we're going to do a double, meaning we only have one book to give away. So if you think about this, thank you, Tom Walker. If you think about our channel, Cowlazars, so many of you have messaged me because you're brand new and you're like, is that your husband? Are you guys like together? Like, how long have you been doing treasure hunting, etc.? One of the things when Mike and I got together is I got him the soundboard. All of you guys like the soundboard. There's times that I don't like the soundboard, but this is where you come in. Here is what we're asking of you. You guys, especially if you've been here for all 8 years that we have been tubing, you guys know that Mike has the same sound bites as he has had for 8 years. I think 7 years ago is when we got the soundboard. I am okay keeping the soundboard that has almost made it to the bottom of the ocean of our pool, but I think it's time for some new sound clips. Do we have JCB sound clips? Do we have fun things in relation? And we need to freshen up the sound bites. Here we go. Touch it again. You ready? I haven't done this one. Yeah. So here's what we need from you. I want you to find the best sound clip in relation to Cowlazars channel. I'm not going to be prescriptive. To TTI, to John, to our treasure hunting amusement park. We still have treasure games. We have all these other awesome hunts. There's a new hunt that started today. Sendai and a group of people, they're launching a hunt. There's so many hunts out there, Xavier, etc. What if we had a soundboard contest? You do a clip. The clip needs to be no more than a couple seconds because we don't want to distract me even more than we usually do. So we are doing a sound clip contest. You are going to send Mike not a link. It has to be the actual sound bite that you think best represents treasure hunt community, TTI. It could be funny. It could be one that's going to make me mad. It could be one that is the funniest, etc. We're going to take the top few and put it together. Let's say the top 2, 3, and we're going to have you guys vote. So somewhere between, since so many people can't get a book, we want to get this book out sometime between now and let's say the 14th. I'll find out exactly the date. I haven't talked that through with Mike. I want to give it about a week. People can submit their, Do you know the format? Yeah, no. MP3, Wave? I don't know. Mike, if you're in here, that's a question for you. I do not know. You can do something custom. You could do something. Do not use something, though, that we would lose monetization. Don't use a song that is already like a Guns N' Roses song or a Garth Brooks song or whatever. I do not know what format. So we will do a separate announcement for this that you just need to send the soundbite. You don't need to explain it, or you can if you want to, but it won't go. And then we're going to take the couple of ones and do a final, and we will do some sort of poll either on Discord or here. I heard JCB was on Inside Edition, and unfortunately, if Mike was here, he could bring it up and share it. I have not watched it yet. Hopefully somebody's linked that into the official documents area in Discord, and I can go and watch it. So we will then give away our final extra book. That's the last one, guys. And Wave can be reformatted. I'll find out from Mike. That's all foreign language to me. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident on our findings. I live on the other side of the country. Well, Sailor Scout, there's an area in our Discord that says go boots on the ground for me. Be very careful. But you could, yeah. Can Christopher have the link to Discord? Holy super wrench of the world, please. JCB announcing the Craig, does anybody have JCB's music videos? Those are also up on Discord. I don't know where, though. There's so much going on. Okay. And if anybody wants to step up and do the same sort of thing that we did for past and future, if you don't have to share your solve, but share some interesting things. I don't know enough about any of the other boxes to say these are the intricacies. You could say almost anything in relation to past and future, and I'm on it. I will know at least what you're talking about. If somebody says, what about line 14, 15? What about the plus sign? I mean, any of that kind of foreign stuff, if you don't know what we're talking about. Yeah, very close to where I am, Loopy. Go get it. Go get it. He's going to be a Netflix star on Forest Fence stuff, and he's going to go get a box. Go get it. Go get it. Yeah, I think it's somewhere in that area. If it's not Lake Tahoe, I will be shocked when it is announced by JCB, because he said he is going to announce when it's found and the solution. Amazing. Okay, any final questions before we finish for the night? I will make sure to get the kind of formal announcement. Cowlazars, plus sign equals 50 road trip. Plus sign equals 50. That means something, Matthew. I don't know what it means. So what's under the bridge? I didn't find anything. That doesn't mean there's nothing there. I didn't find anything. Okay, anybody else? My face is, I can actually talk fine now, but man, does it hurt. I had a deep cleaning today. Wow. Okay. I am signing off for the night. Thank you. If you guys want to do a speakeasy, it's probably already going on. There was one for like 12 hours yesterday. I'm sure it's going on today. If I have any solid leads that expands on your theory, are you Kpro on Discord? I am Kpro here. Long story, I actually have both accounts, but I'm only able to get into one. I physically can't go boots on the ground due to health, so I'd share if someone would find a substantial lead. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm Kpro here. A second account I have. Kpro is an account there. Don't message me there. Lots of people do. I don't get them. I try to sign in and figure it out on one of my devices. I don't want to sign out of it on that device because then I'll lose it fully. Awesome. Boots on the ground. Kpro and Cynthia. Check Discord DMs. Okay. It's going to be awesome. Just check the joke JCB has in the word search. I don't know what that means. You said it a couple times. I appreciate it. Link is blank. The real Kpro. Yeah, that's from back in the day when people were impersonating me. I had to be the real Kpro. Hopefully those people are not with us. So be nice, be kind in the Discord. Some people haven't been. I had to bounce a few people today. Some people say I miss all of that. Good. Just focus on content. Who wants to make a cult out of this? No, let's not make a cult. Nobody's a god. Nobody. I'm just a searcher. I just happen to be a searcher that talks on Discord. Yeah. So I will see you all in Discord. If you're doing a speakeasy, cool. I might be able to join, but I may not. I still have, actually, I think I'm okay for right this second, but kids will be returning shortly, and then mayhem will ensue. Thanks, Mike, for the awesome soundboard. Let's see, I haven't done this one. Oh, that one's not.
Bye.
Bye.